Sometimes old school video games is the best, with its pixel art, its catchy music, and its retro feel. But they just don't make those kind of games anymore. Like, point-and-click adventure games are just a forgotten genre at this point. Unless... Witchbound is a board game inspired by those very same point-and-click adventure video games from your nostalgic childhood, wrapped in an open world formula. But wait, don't be disappointed because I said open world. It'll make more sense when I explain it later. In Witchbound, you play as Rennie, a young girl turned witch against her will. Now trapped on the island of Coven Cove by the magics of witches long gone, she has to explore the island to try to find a way to reverse her curse. On the gorgeously illustrated maps, you'll find 2-digit points of interest scattered through the island. Take the number of the action you want to do, and put 2 numbers together to find a corresponding entry in the book of entries. You're not adding them, just appending them next to each other. There's no math here, like a 6-year-old could play this game. Probably. Over a series of 20 main story quests, you'll slowly unlock more actions, including rare magic powers and a cute cat companion. Because really, what witch is complete without a cat? You'll track progress using a keyword system, writing down keywords as your actions affect the island for better or for worse. Now, I mentioned that Witchbound is an open world game, and I didn't lie. Although the main quests unlock in a linear fashion, you're left on your own to figure out what to do and how to do it. You might get a quest like, go deliver a donut to Fred. Except, how do you get a donut? And who the heck is Fred? Add in the countless side quests, and well, it might be a couple of hours before you remember you're supposed to be investigating the ruins and not playing slots in the local casino. Oops. Witchbound is so good at what it tries to be, a point-and-click game as a board game. The puzzly aspect of trying to figure out how to complete the quests are so fun, and there's no way you can brute force these solutions with all the different ways you can interact with the world. And the game is fairly well paced because you steadily unlock new actions, which, guess what? You can try on everything you've seen before. I play this game fully on vibes, but if you want to be an expert at this, then you're gonna have to write down everything you saw and all the clues that you think you saw in somewhere in a journal so you can check back on it later. Like, maybe you saw this strange symbol in the grass? The map is small but dense, and the town has tons of POIs on each page, so you're usually not wasting time just traveling back and forth. And with all the side quests you can encounter, you'll feel like Coven Cove is a busy metropolis rather than a tiny tropical island. The best part is that you can do all this at your own pace. Whether you push through the main story, focus on the side quests, or play some mini games, it's all up to you. Except when it's not. See, one of the biggest problems I have with this game is that some of the main story quests rely on you finishing a very specific side quest. And they don't tell you that in the main quest. So it didn't feel great to find out that I was stuck for an hour because I didn't feed the penguin some fish. I assume this was intentional to make you work on the side quest when you got stuck, and it does make the side quest feel more rewarding, but I wish someone could warn me. This is made worse by the fact that there's not really a hint system in Witchbound. If you get stuck, you're stuck. Or you need to make a post on BoardGameGeek to get strangers to help you out, which is not what you want to be doing in the middle of a game session. I had some other minor issues, like the encounters when you move to specific maps. At first, these add a little bit of danger and challenge, but you'll quickly start seeing the same monsters again and again, so it becomes tedious quickly once you figure out the trick. Same with the game's currency, which you'll need to buy items from the townsfolk. This isn't rewarded often from quests, so you're stuck doing the mini games to refill your wallet. The components are good where it matters, namely the 2 spiral-bound books. They feel sturdy and the pages are premium, so I'm not worried they're gonna rip anytime soon. If you use the glossy sheets provided with the game, you can print your own copies for another playthrough by downloading the files from the publisher like I did. And the crowdfunding extras I got, like these wooden tokens and the blank journal, they're nice, but absolutely unnecessary to actually play the game. And while the art was consistently amazing, the story was too casual and young for my personal taste. Remy's a kid, and both her dialogue and the writing style wasn't interesting to me. It didn't help that I didn't like the ending either. I wanted to mention that Witchbound is made by a first-time game designer, darkdollgames, who did the design, the writing, and all the art. Like, it's super impressive compared to someone who just plays games and makes videos. So even though Witchbound ultimately fell flat for me, I'm still optimistic for a sequel where I assume the designer will improve upon the learnings of their first game. Like, the core gameplay scratched the right itch for me, and the puzzles were so satisfying to solve. My playthrough did take 15 hours, so I clearly didn't have a terrible time. And if you're interested in this game at all, then I probably had you hooked as soon as said point-and-click adventure game. I think Artisans of Splendid Vale is the only other board game I know that had a similar point and click mechanic. But that had a whole like battle system encounter, so it was like very different overall. Let us know what your thoughts are about Witchbound in the comments. Like and subscribe.